G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. This is just a short video to discuss the mysteries of villager breeding in 1.14.3. It seems that villager breeding has been nerfed, but it hasn't really. It's just changed a little bit. Now, these guys in my 1.14 trading hall, they are not going to breed. Even though I've got beds behind the wall there, they need to access their beds now if they want to have babies, or at least you need to trick them into thinking they have access to their beds. But that is not the only problem. You can put some beds in there and feed them, and these guys will not breed. Maybe after about 20 minutes, you might get one baby. So what is going on? Well, I made the joke on Reddit that these villagers are too career-orientated to worry about starting a family. They haven't got time for that. But the villagers who don't have a job, well, they breed like rabbits. So is Mojang trying to tell us something? So that is the solution, guys. You are going to get far more babies if your breeding villagers do not have a trade. So if you've got a villager breeder design right now that has suddenly broken in 1.14.3, that is the solution, guys. Just get rid of all the workstations, make sure they lose their trades, and you will start to get babies flowing again, but also make sure they have access to beds. So what I'm going to do for the rest of this video, it won't be a tutorial, so to speak, but I will show you how to change my 1.14 combined villager breeder and trading hall so it will work in 1.14.3. So I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to do a block by block tutorial, but there will be a world download in the description if you want to grab it. So the first thing you want to do is our breeding room. You need to make it a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper. I've got two lots of beds stacked on one another here. And I think it's a good idea to have the bed heads facing toward the center of the room. I think there's much less chance of them suffocating in a wall if their heads are in the middle. Although I don't know if they will suffocate in a wall. But this is what we need now for our breeding room. Just beds in there and villagers with no trades. So now we can throw them food and they will actually breed some babies. But there's also another thing you want to change from my original tutorial. And the link will be in the description if you haven't seen it. What you want to do is put carpet in this pattern on the floor that I have right here. And that is special carpet. That is a double layer of carpet. So the villagers will think they cannot pathfind past that carpet. So they won't look for other workstations anywhere past that. And that just stops them from linking with a workstation on the other side of the room or something like that. And it will come in very helpful for something else later on. So one annoying thing about not having farmers up the end here, we don't get to trade with them, and they were great for emeralds. So right up the end of our trading hall, we want to put our farmers up here instead. And you can see there is no need for a tutorial for this. You just have a couple of fence gates and another little room where you can put all your farmers with the composters in the wall behind, so we're still able to trade with them. And if we're doing it on this side, we might as well do it on this side. And I think these stone cutters are great to put on this side. So we get masons because we can get bricks off these guys. But also if you unlock all their trades, you can get quartz blocks and quartz pillars. So it's good to have a whole bunch of those. And those are the only changes you will need to make to get this to work in 1.14.3. Although it works a little bit differently now. So if you breed up a bunch of villagers in here and we have extras, you still want to make sure they've all grown up. You don't want to be opening these fence gates when there are babies in there. So just wait till they're all grown up, open the fence gates, and let's say you're putting all your masons in up the end. You'll need to open those fence gates too so they can see the workstations. And what will happen is a bunch of these guys will change to masons, and at the right time of day they will walk all the way up to their workstations over there, and once you get them all in, you close the fence gates and you've got them there forever. But because these guys have no trades, they are also going to just wander out here And you're going to think, oh my gosh, how do we get them back in? Well, that is fine. At night time, they will all return to their beds to have a nap, and you can just close the fence gates and lock them in again. But the big drawback that we're going to find now with breeding them in this way, even though it is super easy, what will happen is once he selects his trade, maybe it's a lectern in one of these stalls, you'll get the villager in and lock them in place with their workstation, and then at a certain time of day, you will get an iron golem spawn in here because that villager has been sleeping, and even though he can't reach his bed now, he still remembers that he's been sleeping, and now he has a workstation, and that causes golems to spawn, and we don't really want them in here. It's okay though, it will stop after a few Minecraft days. They will forget about their beds and you won't get any more golems spawn. But in the meantime, you will have to fight the iron golem. But that's where this carpet comes in handy. The golem will think it cannot pathfind over the carpet. So if he's on that side, you can just sit on this side, shoot him with your bow, and you are perfectly safe. So even if you haven't built my design for a trading hall here, I hope that information about villager breeding in 1.14.3, I hope that helps you out. So leave a like, guys, if you enjoyed the video. Cheers, I'm Cortezerino, I will see you later.